Hi guys, Irina Bakley here from Irina Bakley Counseling LLC.com. I am a relationship therapist specializing in emotional focused couples therapy primarily. I have an office in Wake Forest, North Carolina, although all of my sessions are done virtually now due to COVID. Today, I wanted to spend a couple minutes talking about a very important question, a very valid question that some of my couples are asking on why is this marriage thing so hard? Isn't it supposed to be natural? Isn't it supposed to be easier? Isn't it supposed to be more organic? And I want to invite everyone, just as much as I try to invite my couples to take a breath here and to really think this through, even looking at the history of humankind, right? Because a modern American couple has to deal with a lot more today than any other couple in the history of marriages and couplehood. Um, we, as bad as patriarchy was for, you know, existed on its own, it gave people a system on how marriages work and who is responsible for what role. And now we are in the time of history where we are constantly negotiating, constantly in this business of marriage, constantly trying to figure out who is responsible for what, who is picking kids from school, who is doing dinner, who is responsible for making lunches, who is responsible, to attend soccer games, who is responsible to clean the house or things like that. So we spend a lot of time in this business of marriage, and where there is very little room for romance and for the real connection between people. So this kind of economic, and because in most couples, both people are working either full-time or part-time, kind of there is a lot more stress there, and there's a lot less time. And so this economic stress and the constant negotiation definitely wrecks the connection between people. And because we have this two kind of basically CEOs in charge of a small business, because we have this model, now it's very, very difficult for romance to continue be present in our relationship. And also because we live in a two people community nowadays, a lot of us don't have that sense of a bigger community, and we expect our partners to be everything for us. We expect them to be our best friends, to be our lovers, to be um, full economic providers, to be full parents, to be full orgasm providers. It's just a lot of responsibility that goes on. It's been put on one person, and it's for a lot of us, it's hard to separate all those expectations, or even adjust those expectations from kind of how our parents grew up, how our parents grew up. And really, the whole design of couplehood was never meant to, for marriages to last as long as they last now, 40, 50, 60 years of marriage. It used to be like you're born, you go to puberty, you get married, you have kids, and you die in your 30s. And now we have so many years of being together and going through so many transitions together that we need to learn how to evolve together and how to grow together and appreciate the differences, to not see a differences as separating us, but a differences as bringing us together, because none of us really want to be married to our clones. It would be boring to say the least. So there are all this, these are just several elements, several parts, several reasons that I talk about with my clients that are making modern marriage as a very, very hard work. It feels like it's death by a thousand cuts marriage, and I want to validate you guys who are watching this video, struggling in marriages, and my couples, that it is very normal. Marriage is a hard work. It does take a lot of work. It does take a lot of maintenance. It does take a lot of time. It's not supposed to be easy. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions or you would like to schedule a consultation with me, please reach out. I would be happy to help.